This journey to the Utah Sports Hall of Fame begins between Ogden and Brigham City, near the shores of Willard Bay, the Bear River Bird Refuge, a place of pioneer rock houses, vegetable and fruit stands along the highway. It's the birthplace of Elmer Ward.
When he walked in the room, everybody noticed him. He was kind of loud and just this big, fun, loving guy and always so positive. He was always, no matter what, if he was having breakfast or lunch, it was the best meal he'd ever had. He just was just a positive person, and I think it rubbed off on everybody around him. It rubbed off on, I know, my brother and I and our little sister. I don't want to forget our little sister Susie. It rubbed off on all of us.
Elmer Ward played sports at Box Elder High School. He attended Utah Agricultural College, where he excelled on the gridiron and holds the honor of becoming the first Aggie ever to be named an All-American. Dig into the old sports pages, you quickly see he was a star on the gridiron, one of the best to play the center position, and his career, simply sensational.
Growing up as a grandson of one of the all-time greats, of course at Utah State and the state of Utah, frankly, was a sense of pride. I knew, of course, my grandpa and his legacy at the university.
His influence was great on both my brother and I in our football career.
Hunsaker and Hunsaker again, numbered 99 and 86.
Sounds like a law firm.
It sure does. And they've been that way. They've been laying down the law for Utah State football these last couple of seasons. They're the grandsons of the first Utah State All-American ever, Elmer Bear Ward.
He was there at our side every high school football game, every college football game.
He was there up in the stands at every one of them, and so we were fortunate to be able to play in front of him. After every game, he'd come up to the house and we'd have dinner, and he would give my brother and I a few pointers.
So I knew that he set a pretty high bar.
But I really believe that if it wasn't for him, we probably would have never excelled in football.
Take a close look at this old newspaper tear sheet. It's from the 1930s. Elmer Ward smack dab in the middle with a proud and sure grin tucked into that leather helmet. A cartoon depiction of his adroit athletic skill set. A think bubble saying, "I hope I didn't hurt that boy," referencing his high school days. And then this, a young, strong colt prancing about in practice. That single page of black and white imagery was the tuxedo report of the day. He was big time and deserving of a good nickname, the Bear.
And so the story goes where before games he would be smacking himself against this cement pole in the locker room, just firing himself and his team up, bloody nose perhaps as well, and he would just be growling like a bear the entire time while he was getting his team ready to compete. And I think that's where he got his nickname, Grandpa Bear.
With All-American honors and success throughout his collegiate career, Ward was a good fit for professional football in the 1930s, checking in at 6 feet 2 inches and 215 pounds. The Husky lad played 2 years with the Detroit Lions, including their World Championship season in 1935.
Every newsreel in the land covered the story. For this 1935 NFL championship game marked the first time that a professional football team from Detroit had played for the NFL title.
Their team photo is a photographic forensic stamp of sorts. This one, taken by a chain link fence, probably early in that championship season. This photograph, probably after they won it all, and finally, when the dust settled, clean uniforms, a studio setting, world champions written on their faces, and in the record books, and Bear Ward, top row, smack dab in the middle of it all. In an NFL game by Brian Hunsaker is one more lasting tribute to Elmer Ward. Listen to none other than Merlin Olsen giving everyone a Utah sports history lesson.
Flag is down. Hunsaker was there for the Eagles, and Pagel went after the football.
Now, where did that Hunsaker go to school, Charlie?
Hunsaker went to Utah State.
Oh, that school.
Yes. That football factory that you went to.
Actually, his grandfather...
you played with him?
No, thank you anyway. His grandfather was Elmer Bear Ward, who was the first All-American at that school.
I'm sorry, I get getting a little emotional here, but his influence on me, I probably can't overstate it.
Grandpa Bear, he gave me a lasting impression on the importance of hard work. And you kind of reap what you sow, and you've got to earn it. There's nothing given to you. I don't care who you are, you've got to work hard, you've got to earn it.
The attitude that he brought every day, and the influence he had on me and my brother and our family, my sister.
You do that through showing respect, you do it through kindness, you do it through positivity, and you try to make everyone around you better.
Is just always do your best, always be positive.
And every experience that you have, you kind of leave a positive impression on others.
That's really who he was. He was just the most positive person you could ever be around.
We didn't find a street sign bearing his name, but we did find his story among the sturdy rock homes near the big mountains and beautiful Willard Bay. A true tale, an old school story of a world champion held onto with strong, sturdy hands for the future.